One of the amazing things about staying here in the Hope Scott wing is not only its amazing luxury, but its astonishing history. This house was originally created by the 19th century writer Sir Walter Scott, but it was his granddaughter Charlotte and her husband James Robert Hope that added this comfortable and luxurious west wing to the main building. And in this space they played host to a train of famous visitors over the years, coming here to enjoy one of the most famous literary houses in the world. So come and stay in the wing, follow in their footsteps. And today let's find out a little bit more about one of their dearest friends and most famous guests, St. John Henry Newman. James Hope first encounters Newman at Oxford University, and Newman by that time is an established academic, but also administering services, delivering public lectures on his principles of faith. And at the time, Oxford University is the hotbed of what became known as the Oxford movement, a group of individuals, influential individuals, led by Newman, that believe that the Anglican Church needs to return to its roots by embracing elements of medieval Catholicism. And James Hope is very influenced by these ideas. Newman is a fantastic orator, but also an incredible academic mind. Newman converts to Catholicism himself after lots of soul searching in 1845, and James Hope follows in 1851, by which time he is James Hope Scott, married to Scott's granddaughter Charlotte, and obviously occupiers of this great house at Abbotsford. And what the family did is, while they were looking at developing the house and adding on this west wing, the story of their Catholicism gets imprinted upon the structure of the building in this wonderful chapel right at the extreme of the building. Originally thought of as a space for James Hope's working library. He was a legal mind, so all of his legal books. It becomes a space for private family services, contemplation and prayer. And if you stay in the wing today, this space is available to you if you are a practicing Catholic, if you would like to celebrate Mass here, or indeed use it for private contemplation. So close had the two men become that Newman actually came here to stay at Abbotsford in the winter of 1852, at that time recovering from a very turbulent year in his life, probably the worst he'd had to live through to date. And the Hope Scotts, by contrast, had just welcomed a new baby girl into the world, Mary Monica, named after their favourite saint. And Newman stayed for about 6 weeks, discovering the sanctuary, the peace and the tranquility of Abbotsford, and remained a close family friend, particularly as she grew older, of Mary Monica, who confided in Newman right the way through her life. And it was in memory of his second trip to Abbotsford, where he celebrated Mass in the chapel just next door in the 1870s, that he gifted to Mary Monica these exquisite vestments and his missal and biretta used during that service. And we preserve them here today as holy relics. I hope you've enjoyed that little look at our Newman treasures. We have many, many more in our archive as well. And if you do come to stay at Abbotsford, please enjoy the spiritual space and tranquility we have to offer. Thank you.